All right, we are live. Great. So thank you, Ariane. Thanks for coming and doing this chat with us virtually. So I just wanted to touch base with all the local business owners that I can and get their name out there and make sure that we can help each other. So just if you want to give us just a quick little background about you and your business.
Sure, sure. Thank you so much, Sean, for doing this and for
Absolutely.
definitely having me. I really appreciate it. And I do hope that we can all bring the community together even more through this.
Yeah.
So just a little bit about me is I've been in the health industry for about 20 years. I started off in fitness and nutrition. I am a registered dietitian and I had my own personal
Awesome.
training studio for about 13 years. And I realized after my brother had passed away and I was working in a fitness setting that a lot of people were coming into a fitness setting with pain and injury. So I went back to school to do my doctorate in physical therapy. And kind of fast forward a few years, I had cancer myself and realized that, what I'm really why I was put here on earth was to change lives and help people live healthy and fulfilling lives. So my dream was always to open up a integrative health center where I could focus on the whole person and not just an isolated set of symptoms. So 2 years
That's
ago,
awesome.
opened up an integrative health center right here in Downingtown.
Yeah, and you're right on the corner of 322 and Pennsylvania, right?
Yes, yes.
Cool.
Uh,
So every time I walk by, I see that there's like a list of multiple different. Are there different like doctors in there, or what? How does it break down?
Yeah, so I have my business, which is the movement paradigm, and I focus on physical therapy, nutrition, and movement coaching, and all with a
Okay.
functional medicine approach. So really trying to get to the root of someone's issues and using mindset, nutrition, and movement to help them with that. Then we also have two different body workers. So I have someone that specializes a little bit more with emotional work
Okay.
and fascial release. And then I have another body worker that has a lot of different tools. She also does lymph work and yamana body rolling. Then I have personal training, which is Align Fitness. And we also have a psychologist and we have Evolve Yoga company as well.
Oh, okay. So you really have everything there.
Yes,
That's awesome.
yes. All of my
That's so cool.
like-minded friends and colleagues.
Yeah, yeah, that's really cool. I love the fact that you guys pretty much do everything. And
Yes.
I feel like you cover such a huge aspect of fitness and like health, mind, body, and spirit. Now, for you said you have your PhD, correct?
And my clinical doctorate in physical therapy. Mhm.
Cool. So is that kind of what you focus on with the movement paradigm?
Yep, so I do, because I'm a registered dietitian and physical therapist, I really am focusing on and when someone comes in with any kind of condition, whether they come in with pain or they come in with, let's say, gut issues, that I'm trying
Yeah,
to figure out what is the root of their issue. What is, for example, causing systemic inflammation in their body? So if they come in with chronic pain, I know that it's not just pain in their back, that there's likely stress-driven causes, there's likely some systemic inflammation, so I'm really trying to take a integrative approach to figuring out what are the things that are going to make this person well and how can I
right.
help them on their journey. So I'm also currently doing my graduate work in mindfulness at Westchester University.
Oh,
So that's
cool.
a huge part of what I really factor in because not before the COVID-19, people were coming in, that have experienced a lot of stress and some trauma, and that's a
Right.
huge part of their wellness. And I think that it's so important to make sure that we address that piece of it.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I love that. That is such a it's a relief to know that there's something like this locally, because traditional doctors, you go to them and they just want to prescribe you a medication and then send you on your way, not really get to the root cause, which I love. You
Right.
know, I've always had some kind of issue around, you know, when you go into a doctor and they're not really asking you like, okay, well, what's your diet look like? You know, are you exercising? Are you doing this and that? You know, they're just asking you, oh, do you smoke? Do you drink? You know,
Right.
so I really, really, really appreciate that you guys are there. So if somebody wanted to get the process started, you know, if they're having any kind of issues, inflammation, what have you, how do they go about getting in touch with you and getting the ball rolling?
Yeah, so easiest thing is either texting me or emailing me. So email is Dr. Arianne at themovementparadigm.com,
Cool.
or phone number is 302-373-2394. And the first step is to do an evaluation. So I do a very
Okay.
comprehensive evaluation to figure out, really to help someone figure out where to start. I think sometimes it can be so overwhelming to figure out, what do they do first? And that's really part of what I love to help people with, is making small sustainable changes and figuring out what's the most important starting point for them, whether it's sleep or it's, an elimination diet, or it is movement, or it is mindfulness, really trying to help them on that journey.
Awesome. So I'm sure your business has really been affected by everything that's going on. So what are you doing now to stay in front of your clients and to really help the people in the community?
Yeah, so the biggest thing in terms of my business is really I've switched just about everything to virtual. However, I am still seeing patients that are in pain. I will see them in person, and using all of the CDC precautions, of course. And my goal right now is to just give as many resources to the community as possible. I recognize that we are all suffering in many different ways. And so one of the things I'm doing every Tuesday, as you know, is a free mindfulness session. So I do 30 minutes just virtual, with a message for the week and two different practices that people can explore. And I'm also just really trying to give a lot of nutrition and movement options so that they can have a lot of different things to do while they're home during this quarantine.
Awesome. So the mindfulness thing is every Tuesday at what time?
It's Tuesday, 5:30 to 6.
Tuesday, 5:30 to 6. Okay, awesome. Well, that's great. This it's really awesome. It's fantastic information, and I'm really happy that we have you in our community. So the best way then to reach you would be through text
Yeah, through
or
text, through email. My website is www.themovementparadigm.com. So it has all my services listed there. So you
cool.
can reach out to me through there as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking out the time. I really appreciate it. Is there any last thing that you want to leave us with?
I just think that just remember that this too shall pass and that we're all going to get through this together. I hope that I can be a resource in any way from perspective, but I know that we can all do this, get through stronger than we
Great.
were before.
Awesome. Thank you,
Thank you
Ariane. We
so
really
much for
appreciate your
having
time
me.
this morning. Take
Thank you
care.
so much, Sean. I appreciate
Bye.
it. Bye.